Hello, welcome to the third and final sprint report of time spread. This is Group B2. Let me introduce you to our team. From the left to the right, Ramakrishna, Vamsi Krishna, Sriharsha, Sandeep Reddy, Yagnavalkya and Mukul Jain. So with no ado, let us start off with the presentation itself. Time spread. Time spread is an application which would act as a smart time scheduler for all the LNM IITians, keeping the students up to date with all the classes and all the events in the college. But how is time spread different from the existing task schedulers? In time spread, all the details and priorities are taken beforehand, and a custom timetable is created using that piece of information. Now, before starting off with the live demonstration, I'd like to mention that the complete user interface was built from scratch and we have not used a single template in this application. Now, let me start off with the live demonstration. I'll just add in the credentials 138, fast and quick. Um This is the basic homepage of TimeSpread. It has 6 important functionalities: daily schedule, class schedule, events, mess menu, bus schedule, and placement drive. Now, while a user signs up, he or she has to give few information, one of which is the club preferences, showcasing which clubs he or she is a part of, and the other one is the subjects he or she has enrolled in. Now, depending on the subjects he and she has enrolled in, they would be getting a timetable such as this. Now, if you notice, today is Wednesday, and you will be directly redirected to Wednesday's timetable, and you can swipe across to see the next day's or the previous day's timetable as well. Now, let us move forward with the events section. Now, depending on your club preferences, you will be shown all the events your clubs are hosting in that particular week. Now, in each of these cards, there are four major pieces of information. One of which is the event itself. The other one is the club which is hosting that event, the time and the date. Now, this is a weekly timetable. If right now, let us move forward again with the mess menu this time. Again, if you notice, we are directly upon Wednesday's mess menu because today is Wednesday. Now, each of these cards have three basic information. One is the meal type, the other one is the meal itself, and the time of the meal. Now, again, you can swipe across. Right now, let us move forward again with the bus schedule this time. For the bus schedule, there are four important things: the source, destination, whether the bus is a college bus or a government bus, and the time of the departure. This is the bus schedule. Moving on, placement drive. Now, in case you notice, each of these cards mentioned here or other previously are color coded. Now, for the placement drive, it's blue. Mess menu was orange. Right now, this is used in the daily schedule, which will be shown later on. Now, each of these cards in placement drive have four sets of information. One of which is the company, the other one is the link to the job description, the pointer criteria, the package the company would be providing. Now, uh, anyone can select whether he or she is interested in going to the placement drive. Now, this is solely for the user's understanding, because this would remind user that he has a certain interview on a certain date. This has nothing to do with the other end of the business. This is just a reminder for yourself. Now let us move on to the most important and the marquee functionality of time spread, which is daily schedule. Daily schedule is a culmination of all the other five functionalities we have in time spread. Now, as I mentioned earlier, these color codings, like this is for the academic schedule, pink, orange is for the mess menu, blue for the placement, and green for the events. Now this is a daily schedule, so it will be changing on depending on the days. So for today I have this and this class, and I have snacks at this particular time, and I have a placement test scheduled at 4 to 5. Right. This is again, as mentioned earlier, this is a completely dynamic application which would depend solely on your preferences you have mentioned at the sign up stage. Now, as I was mentioning, at this you have preferences at the sign up stage. What if you want to change your preferences midway? Now, for that we have a solution for that as well. But this is the basic navigation toolbar which has all our functionalities mentioned and all the logos one of these functionalities. And if you notice, this is there's an anagram for the username. Like my name is Vamsi Krishna, so it gets translated into VK as a profile picture. Now let us view profile and try to make changes on it. Now, as I mentioned earlier, what if you want to make changes in your preferences or in your username? So you can change the username. One second. Like now, I'll want to change my name to something else if I want to, right? Or change my contact details. For suppose I'm not using Gmail anymore or something like that. This is the basic uh, changes. But if you want to change your preference, you would have to move on to this section, one of which is the club. Now you can deselect any of the clubs you wish to be part of or you don't wish to be a part of, and save the changes so that from now on your daily schedule will depend on that. Similarly, for the subjects, in case you have dropped a subject or you have chosen to audit a new subject, you could again select your subjects and save them, and this would be directly translated into your daily schedule. Similarly, favorites, you can select or deselect your favorites, showing that whether you are interested in it or not. And moreover, we have this thing called contact us, where you can contact us through this particular ID, where you can tell if you have any constructive criticism or any feedback, you could give it through that. If you And again, similarly, we have a feedback page as well, something like this. Again, it's taking time to load, so I wouldn't want to load it. So, summing everything up, time spread is almost ready to use in LNMIIT. People could actually use this application to make their lives easier. There is a need of proper testing and completely foolproofing all our functionalities, and moreover, if needed, maybe add a few more functionalities so that this application can be actually translated into production. And moreover, uh, we'd like to thank Dr. Narsi Boluju for giving us such a great opportunity. It was a great learning experience. Now, in case you want to contact us, if contact us because you want to contribute to our project, or if you have any constructive criticism or any positive feedback, hopefully you could go to this particular contact details again. So this sums up our project. Thanks a lot for being through.